done the most makeshift little tripod that one ever did see, and there's every possibility that this could collapse at any moment, so wish me luck. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It feels so bizarre to be sitting doing a sit down video. Like, I don't think anyone does sit down videos anymore, but I was getting ready for a little date night and I was like, you know what, why not film my get ready process? I feel like my makeup has completely changed. I was watching old vlogs of myself from when I first started, when I was literally like 18 years old. I used to do the most full glam for every single day. Like, I look back at that girl and I'm like, I actually kind of wish I was you, because like, I am so lazy with my makeup these days. I used to do like a full eye look, winged liner, lashes, like every single day, fake tan, the lot. But I thought it might be nice to do a little get ready with me for my little date night. I have already done my hair. I did these mermaid waves, which I haven't done for months, and I'm like, do I look cute or do I literally look like I'm like 10? I don't know, but we're gonna go with it because I've done it now. Tay bleeding late, what are they gonna do? Right, I'm gonna pin my hair back. Look how pale I am as well. Let's not even talk about it. Let's not talk about it. I'm on this new thing of trying to embrace my natural skin colour, which does mean that I look unwell 90% of the time, but I actually haven't used fake tan for a good, I want to say like 2 years. That might be an exaggeration, but I feel like a good 2 years. And to be honest, I'm not really embracing it, I'm accepting it. That's the right way to put it. Right, I'm going to put on a little bit of eye cream before I start. So my skin at the moment is pretty dry because I've been using this prescription cream, which is like a retinol. I don't know if I've ever spoken about this on this channel, but I was diagnosed with PCOS a few years ago. And for me, the symptoms that I get with PCOS is basically just really bad skin, like beyond bad. When I first came off the pill, like 3 years ago, my skin was like unbearable for a good year after. I went on antibiotics, I went on medicated creams, I went on absolutely everything, and I feel like now I have it very much under control, but you might be able to tell I have some scarring from where it was like really bad. But I use Dermatica, which is like a prescription cream, and they like formulate it and it seems to be working for me, so I'm just sticking to it. But I did go on limacycline for like over a year, which is what really cleared it up because it's an antibiotic. But I also think changing my diet has had a huge impact on my skin, like eating cleaner, eating whole foods, eating more fruit, veg, like everything has just definitely helped my skin. Like, I will probably do an in-depth video about it at some point. I've really been putting it off because when I say my skin was bad, like it was honestly like my biggest insecurity for a long time. Oh, I should probably also address the fact that I have like a big scratch on my nose. That is from my dog because he likes to jump up at my face and sometimes his claws do scratch me. Right, I've already done my skincare and everything from this morning. It's now the afternoon, so I'm just gonna put makeup on top and hope for the best, to be honest. I'm just gonna do my go-to routine, to be honest, so that I can show you all of the products that I use religiously, literally every single day. I don't use this every day, but this is the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. Obviously, not the right colour for me, but we make it work because I put a lighter concealer on, so it kind of all like blends together. I did actually put this in a video last year, I think, where I was talking about products that were like overhyped and I wouldn't buy again. I do genuinely believe that about this product. Like, once this is gone, I will not rebuy it, but I think I'll get the e.l.f. Halo version, which is basically like a cheaper version. I just don't think that it's worth like £40 or however much it costs. This is in the shade Tan, which I definitely am not. I sometimes skip this step, but I'm gonna put it on today purely because I'm going for a little date night with my boyfriend. It's actually a really cute story about why we're going on a date night tonight. So when me and my boyfriend first started seeing each other, it was like a good 3.5 years ago. Also, I just spray my little beauty sponge with the e.l.f. Power Grip Dewy setting spray. It's so good. So when me and my boyfriend first started seeing each other like 3.5 years ago, we had already known each other for like years by that point because we used to work with each other when we were like teenagers. So we already knew each other, we were already like really good friends, and then it kind of just progressed into something more. but we never had the chat of like, we're boyfriend and girlfriend. Like we had the exclusive chat, but never the boyfriend girlfriend, which looking back, I suppose the exclusive chat kind of is boyfriend and girlfriend, but like we're girls, like we like to be asked to be your girlfriend, do you know what I mean? But I've always teased him about it, and I've always been like, I cannot believe that you never actually officially asked me to be your girlfriend. So anyway, today he came home from going to the shops and he came in with some flowers and he was like, happy anniversary. And I was like, what? I was like, we don't have an anniversary. Like we've literally never celebrated an anniversary for the last 3.5 years because we just haven't had one. And he was like, well, this is going to be our anniversary. And so he got me flowers and he's taking me on a little date night. So today is officially going to be our anniversary, which it's not really our anniversary, but I guess it's like a date that we can celebrate our relationship every year, which I think is so sweet. And it means that it's just another day that I get presents. So we're winning. So I have no idea where we're going for our date night, but he said that like it's not super dressy, so I'm just gonna keep it kind of simple. Even though this looks like this in the bottle, it doesn't look like that on my face. I don't really get how it works, but I feel like this is a pretty good match. So I tend to just do a really thin layer of this. Obviously this isn't really meant to be a foundation, but you can kind of use it like that. If I wanted to do like full coverage, which I don't really do, but if I wanted to, I would just mix this with like a different kind of foundation. But I'm not really into foundation at the moment. I tend to just wear concealer because I'm fortunate enough that my skin is looking a lot better than it has in the past few years. Like I said, I might do like a full in-depth video on my skin journey because I can't lie, it was one of the most traumatic experiences of my life coming off the pill and dealing with that, because I'd been on the pill since I was literally like 15 years old. I first ever went on the pill for my skin, and so coming off when I was like, I think I was like 24 or 25, coming off the pill and suddenly being faced with having bad skin for the first time in like 10 years, I literally didn't know what to do. So I would love to do a video on it to try and help my other PCOS girlies, or even just people coming off the pill, because I think it's quite a common side effect when you come off the pill, and it's absolutely horrible. It's not a nice feeling. For concealer, I love this NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer. This is more like my heavy duty spot concealing. And then for under the eyes, I love using the Maybelline Instant Aging Eraser, which I feel like is an OG in the beauty community, but it's so good. So I'm gonna start with this one actually. This is in the shade 01. I tend to just focus this under the eyes. I kind of just put a little bit in the inner corner and then a little bit here. Then I also like to put this one a little bit down my nose like that, a little bit on my chin. This one is basically more of like a highlighting concealer, so I put it in places where I like a little bit of highlight. Then I'm just gonna spray my sponge again. Please don't judge me for how filthy this sponge is. I actually did clean all my brushes not long ago, but they just get so filthy because I literally use the same brushes for like everything. Like I only have like 3 staple brushes and I use them for everything. I really hope that people continue watching YouTube videos, because I still watch YouTube videos religiously, because like if I'm doing my makeup or I'm doing my hair and I want something on, I don't want to have to be like scrolling on TikTok. Like I want to be watching a long form video. So I feel like YouTube definitely still has a place in our hearts and our minds. It's just, it's tough out there. It's tough. I do post on TikTok, but I feel like my content on TikTok is very different to YouTube. Like YouTube is more like my life and just like everyday stuff, whereas TikTok, I feel like I associate a lot with my job. So I'm putting a little bit of concealer on my scratches on my nose from my dog because I want to cover those. Like I said, I'm just using this NYX one to spot conceal. I use TikTok a lot, more so for my job. So I do quite a lot of social content at work, because I don't really know how this happened, but I was doing a story at work about the Harrods 180-pound strawberries, which you might have seen on my YouTube shorts actually. And I decided to post a little funny video on my own TikTok. And somehow that video got like 500,000 views. And now I've become like the social person at work just because of that one video. And I mean, obviously I've been doing social stuff for a long time, but no one actually knew about it. And then because of that video, everyone like found out about my YouTube and my TikTok and my social stuff, and I was like, wonderful, great. But to be fair, it's actually quite good because I do enjoy it. It's just that for me, normally like this kind of social stuff has always been like a personal thing. Like it's never been to do with my job or like my career, and I've never really seen it that way. So it is nice, but I feel like my two worlds of like social and my actual job have now combined. So lines can get a little bit blurred, but I feel like my TikTok is kind of more focused on job stuff. Like I post a lot of food videos because I do a lot of food stories at work. So yeah, I'm trying to keep YouTube more my main platform, I suppose. Okay, this is how the base is looking. It's looking very glowy actually. I really feel like this setting spray is what gives me the glow more than anything, because it's the dewy one. I think this was like £8. It's so good. I love e.l.f. products. I discovered e.l.f. this year. Like I know that they've been around for a long time, but I feel like they haven't been available in the UK for that long. Maybe I'm making that up. But e.l.f. products, incredible. Now we're going to move on to bronzer, and I do use cream bronzer, and I'm pretty sure this brand has been cancelled. I don't really know why. It's BFF Pink Honey Bronzing Face Frosting. And I remember they went viral like 3-4 years ago, but I believe something has happened since then. I really probably should clue myself up to it, but I've got product left. And I feel like it's a waste if I don't use it, so I am gonna use it. So this is in the shade Cookie Butter. I'm just gonna put this kind of in my usual contoury places, but I feel like this is more of like a bronzy shade, so I also kind of lift it a little bit higher up. I honestly take the longest time to blend, but since I've been taking time to blend, I feel like my makeup looks better. It just does. So I normally put it on with the brush, then I'll go in with the sponge, and this kind of helps to really blend it in. Can we just talk about Celebrity Big Brother for a second? Okay, I must admit I'm not actually watching the TV show. Like I'm not watching it on TV, but I'm seeing the clips on TikTok. And because I'm a journalist and I do a lot of TV stuff, I have written a few stories about it. So I do kind of know like what's going on, and like I'm up to date with who's left and all that stuff. I love Dance Mums, okay? I'm a Dance Mums girl. Like I literally remember watching Dance Mums when I was like a child. I used to do dance when I was younger, and I was obsessed with Dance Mums, and I just wanted to be like them. Like I wanted to do it. Like I was just like, they are living my dream life. I never once thought that the two worlds of Dance Mums and Love Island would combine in the form of Jojo and Chris Hughes. And I do feel bad for her, because I feel like she is still very young. She's obviously coming to terms with things, and I just feel like she's put a lot of labels on herself at a young age. And it's very normal to, you know, want to experiment and experience new things. So I just feel like she's at that age where everything's a bit confusing, you know. But just seeing her in there compared to on Dance Mums, it's like, it's weird to me seeing her with Chris Hughes, I can't lie, because in my head she's still like young Jojo, do you know what I mean? Like I still see her as that like little kid. Okay, this is how we're looking so far. I'm just gonna put some up here as well and try not to get it in my hairline. My roots desperately need doing, and I don't know if you can tell, but I actually am a little bit grey. Like I'm not joking, like my natural colour, can you see that there's like grey hairs in there? I don't know when it happened, I don't know how it happened. I'm only 27. I mean, I guess that is a little bit old these days, but like, I genuinely think I'm going a little bit grey, which is quite a concern, but I can't afford to get my hair done every like 6 weeks, because since moving to London, when did I move to London? I moved to London 2022, I think. Obviously now, because I've been here for a while, I've gotten used to the pricing of everything, and you know how everything is like just so much more expensive than absolutely everywhere else in the UK. But the one thing that does really significantly pain me as a blonde is the hair prices, because I pay for a full head of highlights and a cut and a blow dry £240. And to me, that is a little bit obscene, because I remember getting my hair done when I was a child. Well, not a child, like a teenager, and I used to get highlights as a teenager. I'm pretty sure I was paying like £80 for highlights and a cut. To be fair, where I go is very nice. It's in Fulham, so you know, it is obviously a bit more expensive, and my hairdresser is amazing. Like she's literally the best. Like she is so good at what she does. So I can't go anywhere else, because I trust her so much, but it does mean that I'm just spending literally like over £1,000 a year on my hair. It's ridiculous. Oh my god, what have I just done to my lip? Oops. My camera is flashing red, so we might have to pause this. London is just so beautiful in the sun. Like there is no place I'd rather be when it's sunny than London. I just love it so much. You just step out your door and it's just beautiful. Like the houses, just the style of the homes, the architecture, the trees, the parks. Like there's just always a good vibe in London when it's sunny. This is how we're looking so far. Okay, blusher, the most important part. Now I alternate between blushes. I either use this Stila? It's like a cream blush called Tulip, and it's like a scary looking pink, but when it's on it doesn't look that intense. I either use that or I use my Charlotte Tilbury Glowgasm. This is the shade Peachgasm, which again I put in my video saying that I wouldn't rebuy, which I genuinely wouldn't, but I think I might. Oh, do I want to use this? I might combine, which is a little bit crazy. I'm loving using like a really pink blush at the moment because of Sabrina Carpenter. Like she is my entire makeup inspiration, to be honest. Like I just want to look like her. She literally looks like a little doll. I'm gonna put some of this pink on and then I'll go in with the Peachgasm because that'll just give me a little bit of extra glow. When I was looking through my old YouTube videos the other day, I actually felt really bad for myself. I was like, this is so sad. Like I put so much effort into those videos. Like especially when I was in uni, it was I literally like treated it like it was a full-time job. Like I was doing videos I think twice a week. Like I had a strict schedule that I followed because I really wanted to just do it full-time, like it was my dream. And I was looking back at the videos and I was like, this is so sad that this just like never really worked out for me. But now I look back and I'm like, at the time I was probably so sad. Like why are people not watching my videos? I mean, I used to get like views, but like, you know, I wanted to be like James Charles, like I wanted like millions. But now I look back and I'm like, do you know what? That happened for a reason. I really do actually enjoy my job. I'm very lucky where my job doesn't really feel like a job, to be honest. I really put so much effort into those thumbnails, especially. Like please go back like 5 years and look at my thumbnails. I can't believe how much effort I put into those. Like if you asked me to do that kind of Photoshop, I'm not answering that. If you asked me to do that kind of Photoshop now, I would have no idea what I was doing. Like not a clue. I was doing like cutouts, colours, like I would just have no idea how to even approach that kind of thumbnail now. Like I just would not know what I was doing. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty wild. I literally used to use this channel like an actual diary when I was in uni, which is kind of concerning. Like I don't know if I realised that it was on the internet and like everyone would be able to see it. Like I look back at some of the videos and I'm like, whoa, oversharing. But you know what, I don't regret it because I still love making content to this day, and it's so nice that it's now a hobby for me and I do it because I enjoy it and there's no pressure to post a certain amount of times a week. Like I literally just do it when I want to do it, and it means that I can post content that I actually want to post. Ow, oh, I just poked myself in the eye. Perfect, that is the base pretty much done. So now I'm going to go in with powder, and I keep the powder pretty simple. Again, throwing it back. This is the Rimmel transparent powder. I can't remember the name because it's rubbed off, but it's like, you know, that one that we all used to use when we were like in school. It's that one. So I'm going to take a little brush like this, and I basically just put this in the areas where I concealed, so like under my eyes. I don't like to use too much powder because I do like to look quite glowy. But the nice thing again with this is you can put powder on and then put that on, and it kind of, I don't know, it just makes the powder less matte and it just gives you more of like a dewy nice finish. Okay, my camera did just die, so I'm just gonna go in with powder bronzer now. Again, I'm throwing it back. Hoola bronzer. I honestly genuinely think, and please don't judge me, I genuinely think that this Hoola bronzer is like 10 years old. I mean, it seems fine. It's never made me break out, so I feel like we're all good. Now I'm gonna go in with my Nars Orgasm blush. Again, throwing it back. What is actually wrong with me? I literally just use such old school products, but look at this. Oh, it's just beautiful. Again, I'm gonna use this because I just feel like blush on me, for some reason, it just like disappears. Like I don't know where it goes. I actually fear I may have just gone a little bit overboard, but it's fine. Right, now I'm going to move on to my eyebrows, and I have the best product in the world to show you. I actually have a little bit on already because I used it this morning to go to the nail salon. That just reminded me that I have a nail salon story for you. I'll actually talk you through that while I'm doing my eyebrows, but these are my nails. I don't think I like the colour. I feel like they make me look dead. This is the e.l.f. Brow Laminating Gel, and it is the best laminating gel I've ever tried. I've tried the Refy one. I did not like it. this is like 10 times better to me, and I think it's like £10. So I basically just put it through my brows like this. Like I really mess my brows up, and I get like every single hair coated. Even if I'm having like a no makeup day, I just feel like this makes me look so put together, because it literally makes your brows look like they've been laminated. It's crazy. And nothing normally sticks my brows down, so it's quite impressive that this works. Right, so while the brows look like this, I'm gonna do my eyeshadow, because it's good to kind of let them get a little bit more tacky, just because then I feel like they set in place a bit better. So I'm just gonna do a very simple eyeshadow look, because I don't want to do anything crazy. So I'm using my old Violet Voss palette, which again is pretty old school. I moved to a new flat at the start of the year, which meant that I had to change nail salon, because my other nail salon was just gonna be too difficult to get to from here basically, and just too time consuming. And I don't like going to the nail salon. Like I really like my nails being done, but I don't like the process of actually going. Anyway, so I started going to this new nail salon, and it's literally like a 10-minute walk away, and they've always done a really good job. Like my nails have always lasted really well. But today I went in there and I'd booked for 11 AM, and I walked in, and like it was just like the busiest I've ever seen it in there. Like it was absolutely packed, and I could tell that they were all like a bit stressed, you know, like it just had that kind of vibe where everyone was a little bit like on edge. Just gonna quickly comb my brows through so that you can see this. So this is how they look when you comb them. Look at that. And then you get this brush and you like really stick them down. One brow, other brow. But yeah, so they were really busy, and anyway they sit me down, and you know I'm kind of just waiting for someone to come over, and eventually this girl comes over, and she's like the main girl in there that like people book with, because she does like really cool designs. Like she's really good at what she does. I have never ever had my nails done that quickly, and it was honestly quite frightening. Like the drill, you know those drills, they were going at like full speed, and I can't lie, it was kind of hurting me. Like I was like, this is a lot. Like I get that like they wanted to get me out of there because they were so busy, but like, oh my god, it was very overwhelming. So anyway, she finished my nails, and to be honest, like they look fine. Like they look absolutely fine. Like there's nothing wrong with my nails. But like, I think she did my infills in like half an hour, and normally my infills take anywhere from like 45 minutes to an hour and 15, depending on what I'm getting done. So listen, I don't like sitting in there. Like I'm happy for them to be done quickly, but we'll see how long they last, because she wasn't keeping my nails under the gel lamp for the full length of time, because she was obviously just in such a rush that she wasn't keeping my nails under the gel lamp for the right amount of time. Okay, something just got posted through the door. I have also found, this is another e.l.f. product, but again, this is the best eyebrow pencil I've ever had in my life. It is the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil, and mine's in the shade medium. I actually got this for free because it came in my like Superdrug parcel or my Boots parcel. Like they gave me some free samples. It's the best eyebrow brush ever. Like it's the easiest brush to use, so I don't really tend to do too much to my brows once they've been laminated, to be honest, but I kind of just fill in any gaps. I haven't tinted them for a while. I normally tint them at home, so because I haven't tinted them, I am just gonna fill them in a little bit. But it's such a good brow pencil. Like I am yet to find one as good. Perfect. Right, okay, now I'm just gonna curl my lashes. I've been using the Glow For It lash serum, which is like that viral TikTok lash serum, and I was like, is this gonna work for me? Because I do have quite short eyelashes. I don't have a definitive answer. Like I can't sit here and be like, yeah, it's definitely worked. But I do feel like my lashes, when I curl them, are a little bit longer. Like look at them. They're definitely like a little bit longer, I think. I'm just gonna do the tight line here. Okay, and then this is my favorite mascara. So this is the Burgundy mascara by Maybelline, and they say that this is really good if you have green eyes, and I have green eyes. And yesterday I met up with my friend and I was wearing this, and she was like, oh my god, your eyes look so green. And I was like, I think it's because of this mascara. I mean, I do have green eyes, but I feel like black mascara can sometimes just be a bit intense on my eyelashes. This is just one coat, but I just feel like it gives like a nice little bit of colour. Okay, the eyes are completely done. Now for my lips, I'm gonna use my everyday shade. I use this every day. It's the Kylie Jenner lipstick in the shade 808 Kylie. Simple. We were actually gifted this in the office and I got this one, and it's the best thing to have happened to me because I was struggling with finding like a lip shade that I could rely on that was just good all the time. And this is like the perfect nude everyday kind of colour. I feel like it works really, really well with my skin tone. Okay, this is the makeup completely done. I will show you my outfit once I decide what I'm gonna wear and do a full little kind of outfit check. But this is the makeup with my hair. What do we think? I feel like the blush might look a little intense, but it'll die down throughout the night, so it's fine. Okay, you're in my living room because I can show you my outfits. So I was thinking this in my head, but I do feel like this is giving I'm going to the office. Like I could wear this to the office. It's giving I'm corporate. No? Like it's cute. Like I would for sure wear this. It's a little bit formal for a date night, I fear. So I may have to rethink. Okay, this is option number 2, which I actually think I like because it's not too dressy, but I still think it's cute. So I have this black top on, which is from Skims. And then these trousers I actually got from a charity shop yesterday, literally up the road from me. They were such a find. They're from Next originally. They're these like boxer style trouser, and I don't know if you can actually see, but they're like a navy stripe. These were in my local charity shop for £6. So I picked them up and they're actually a size 8, but they're a long leg, so I was worried they wouldn't fit me, but they actually fit fine. Like they do kind of drag on the floor a little bit, but I think with trainers or like shoes, they'll be fine. But yeah, this is the outfit that I think I'm gonna wear. I'll probably put like a little blazer or something on top as well, but I'm gonna end this video here. Thank you so much for watching. It was so much fun to just sit down and chat and do like an old style video. Let me know if you enjoyed it. Let me know if you want more get ready with me's. I'll see you all in my next video.